It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
To throw right away is Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Howell to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And once more, Howell back to the air. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Up to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Washington.
out of the shotgun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. And Howe will throw it. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Howell. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. Robinson again. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sly able to put this one through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for. Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board. So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks are away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times at any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again. Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 37, here's second down and a yard. On the option to give to Swift here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
$6-0 our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Powell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Washington.
Here's Howell. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Commanders 13. Eagles nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Hurts to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they go play action with Howell. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Howell. It's complete to Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Howell down to throw it. And that is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 45-yard attempt.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down, but how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield, but they executed that well, really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got Smith here. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
And his offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's showtime, baby.
Second and goal from the 1. Swift diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Hurts. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now 3rd down and 7. And Howell will throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Taking it about the 36. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set, so everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And the Washington offense going back to work. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Howell from the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Powell throwing on third down here. And now another one thrown incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 20. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson toss play left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Back to throw. Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 4. Howell. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Powell out of the shotgun. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Off play action. It's Howell. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Here's Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Powell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And out come the Eagles. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Robinson with another carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down 20-13. A minute 44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a first down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Powell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.